What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sanchez 405 coming at you. It's on the Warpath. We got a live video tonight and couple of things going on, couple of things really wanted to touch base with you on. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that button. You can actually hit the button in the bottom on the logo. I didn't know that, so that was pretty interesting to find out. And as you see, we do right. No, on this side, right there, we've got a new logo. So let's know what you think about that. That's something we kind of whipped up on the fly. But we are here on Periscope. We're here on YouTube. And just make sure you subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you think. A lot of stuff to dive into. What's up, Extreme Monkey 74, Xbox 360 / Xbox One. There's a lot to dive into today. Where do we start at? I guess we'll start from today and work back. And the first thing that we saw, y'all, was the fact that, maybe I shouldn't be getting too excited and maybe save that excitement for something that actually matters and not something that will get me pissed off. So let's start, but we'll start with that, right? What's up, DC? How you doing, buddy? Yep, Redskins rule. That's right, Extreme Monkey. So I am stupid. I went on the biggest clickbait of my life this morning. Well, this afternoon. So sitting there working from home, I said, you know what? Ron Rivera sat down and talked to Kevin Sheehan. Let's listen to this interview. Because you know what was the first thing they said? Oh, the Redskins were offered a first-round draft pick for Trent Williams last season, and that was legitimately in the last 60 seconds of the clip. It was a 26. It was almost a 30-minute interview, and they get to that at the last. That's the last question Kevin Sheehan asked them. The Redskins, and I said this, the Redskins got peanuts for Trent Williams. And this all goes back to big old Brucey boy. That's exactly what that goes back to, is Bruce being petty. The fact that he wasn't fired right then and there is a shame. No way that you are sitting there at the, you only got one win? You got one win at this point, because the trade deadline's like at the end of October. So you're sitting there like 1-8? And you don't make this move. So you basically mortgage the future on swampland. That's exactly what you did. You had an asset. It's like when you have a car. My RAV4 that I bought 2 years ago is not worth what it was today, that it is today. It's worth less. It's called depreciation, Bruce. For somebody who should know math and numbers and is a salary cap genius, you would think that this brother would be like, well, you know what? Trent's 31. He could be depreciating right now. We might make a move. We suck right now. We're horrible. Maybe we should trade him. No, because you know what? That makes too much good sense that God gave you, right? I don't understand it, folks. I really don't. Even if you're that terrible, I think you need to know to make the move. And this goes back to that damn good culture they had. It was a culture of bitterness, and you don't have to be in that locker room to tell. You can hear when the players are talking. Now, that there's a different air about it. John Allen, who we'll get to in a second, has alluded to it. It's about business now, right? Just somebody offered you a first-round pick for this guy. Get over it. What's up, Daily Grind? Get over it. Move on. And yeah, you're absolutely right. It's a culture of pettiness. This is what school children do. This is what school children do. Get rid of, mortgage your future. And what's up, down south? I forgot to touch base with you and say hello. But that just, that just really grinds me in the fact that, we always talk about living a life of leaving stuff in the past. But what they always say, the past comes back and bites you, because you got a 5th round pick this year and you got a 3rd round pick next year, which you drafted Ishmael, the center. So you got a lineman out of that. But just keep, my God, let me tell you something. And this doesn't even extend with football. But if it's like stock market 101. If you know something's it's like what these senators did. They knew the markets were getting ready to crash, and then they sold off. That's what you got to do. That's life. That's not even keeping a job. That's common sense. He should have been out on the train with Jay Gruden. And then when he got up there and said, but thank God he's gone. Thank God. Thank God Trent's gone. I appreciate everything that Trent did for the organization. I think that's what a lot of fans have failed to say, because they remember his last couple of years. Now, did he do some stupid stuff? Absolutely. But I think that you have to give him his props. A lot of people hated Jay Gruden, but they appreciated some of the things he did. I did not hate him, but I appreciated the things that he did. I think that, Trent, he cost the Redskins a playoff appearance in 2016. Just him not being there. It cost him. But he couldn't pass the piss test. So you screwed your team over there. And I understand I can defend with him about cancer scare, because that's probably scary thing I've ever been to. Anything close to that is one surgery. I've never had cancer. I don't know, and I don't want to know. But how scary that can be. And then let's see here. We got some comments, y'all. Okay, yeah, we set up, guys. Yeah, we set up the guys. All I need is for Quentin Dunbar to keep my. Come on now, DC. Talk about it. Tell me about that. I don't want to hear Trent Williams ever speak this team's name again. But, time heals all wounds. It will. But, yeah, it just to the point that, Trent did some stupid stuff. But it was there. He's a 7-time Pro Bowler. He's got a resume that could lead him to Canton one day if he gets that championship, which I hope he does not get with Kyle Shanahan. Because if you talk about somebody I despise with a passion, that is Kyle Shanahan. I don't really care for his father anymore, but there is no redeeming qualities of Kyle Shanahan besides 28-3 in the Super Bowl. What's up, John? Yeah. So now we're stuck with an offensive line that will probably feature Sadiq Charles, Wes Martin, or Schweitzer, or whatever his name is. One of the West. We got West Squared, Chase Roulier, Brandon Sheriff, and then the incomparable Morgan Moses. Oh God. I sit here and I cower at it, but maybe I think it's Horner, or it's Horner, the tight ends coach. Maybe he can get these guys shooken up and right and get the rope and get them back on the path, right? He goes on IG talking to Trent about, yeah, dog, let's show. Yeah, they're childish. It's just childish and stupid. It's childish and stupid. They want to play. You want to play the victim, that's fine. I don't care. I don't care. If you want to play the victim, play it. But to a point, it gets on our nerves. It gets on. It's just I don't see how you can sit there and look at yourself in the mirror and be like, hey, this is gonna be all right. It's fine. How can you look at your kids? How can you look at your wife, your girlfriend, your side chick, and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here and be like a child instead of moving on. I don't know. Meet the Mets. Come on and meet the Mets. Says at least y'all's defense will be kind of good. Go Giants. Go Giants right into the ground, right? I just want Daniel Jones just to put the ball on the turf when Chase Young comes off the edge and right there. But hey, it is what it is. Tell me why all of the good players always get hurt. Like, guys, he's a good player, but every game he gets in the same. Thank God, Scary Terry is hurt at the end of the season. Yeah, I was actually at that game. And this dude missed 2 seasons, and then Dunbar stays hurt. How can he show anybody? Yeah. I mean, they got the medical marijuana up there in Seattle, so maybe he might magically heal himself. Dunbar might. But to Extreme Monkey's point, yeah, guys, don't get me started on Darius, guys. I'll say it, and this would be an unpopular opinion, and people will get mad at me, but I'm just going to say it because I study this. I know it's a study. Darius Geis is a hoe. That's all he is. Ain't nothing but a hoe. And what do I mean? I don't mean this in the disgusting way or, in the, I don't mean it in that way. Darius Geis loves attention. He is a social media diva. He is more popular for things he does off the field in the last 2 years than he's done on the field. Right? Not saying that I don't like Darius Geis. I want to be healthy. I want to play. I want to see him cheer. I want to cheer him on. But he's on here blocking people, not really playing, but he's doing good in Madden. He's winning Madden games because that's going to translate on the field. He's good at, doing Instagram videos with Dwayne Haskins ex-boo, right? But he can't stay healthy. Seems to me, if I got drafted and the Redskins actually are doing their due diligence, how many running backs did we bring in? And Bryce Love is getting healthy. You still have Adrian Peterson. I mean, you got to drop that whole mentality, bro. I know. I'm telling you. I know a hoe when I see one. I know it. I study hoeology. Yes. At the Bill Cosby School of Fine Arts in Pill Drop. No, I'm kidding. Let me stop. But anyway, he's got to do it. Exactly, DC. We brought in running back. So that put them on. It's put everybody on team on those because, the whole roster is blown up. I mean, we've got more pork on that in that roster than a bill at Congress. Everybody is on notice. We could go, it's like we are in the hood. We are in the city somewhere. Your landlord is giving you an eviction notice. Say, hey, we're not going to evict you just yet, but just to let you know, you are on notice. They haven't unplugged the power yet. They haven't turned the water off yet, but it's getting there. They're knocking at the door. They're getting ready to do it. So you got AP, you got Geis, you got Barber, you got Love, you got Gibson now, and JD McKissick. And the one thing is, Geis is power back. But I tell you, Antonio Gibson, if you look at him, y'all better look at the tape on this brother. He can do a lot. Got legs like tree trunks. Like this. I really did. I thought it was the grandma tree from Pocahontas, how big his legs were. But You know, and that's right, Double D. He is. Shout out to Double D. Thank you. He's actually watching this. Hey, you really don't have anything to do you, bro? But yeah, I mean, guys is on notice. And if you deny that, there's something wrong with you. He legit, he is on notice. They're serving it up. Get the court, call the sheriffs. His butt ain't going to be in Loudoun County for too much longer. And he can play all the Madden and all the doggone, what else is the game the kids play? Fortnite. He can play all the Fortnite and drink all the soap he wants to. But, you know, I'm not judging the brother. Don't think I'm judging him. I'm making an assessment, an evaluation. I'm like the insurance man. I am like the insurance man. I'm coming down here to do an audit or adjustment. I'm doing the adjustment on them. That's exactly what. Call me the adjuster right now. I'm just telling you, this is what you need to do. Like you get ready to buy your house, that's what you get me to do. I'm coming down there. What? I'm the inspector. That's what they claim. I can't claim that. They said he was drinking soap on that Instagram video. Wait, does Chris Thompson? No, his contract was not renewed. But the question is, can the O-line stay healthy? That's another thing. Can it stay healthy? They have put a lot of investment in the draft. They got Sadiq Charles and then Keith Ishmael from San Diego State, who can play all three interior line spots. So you got a guy who can come in for center, who can come in for either your right or left guards. So to the point, you're putting them on notice. You added the guy from Atlanta, Wes. I can't pronounce his last name. You've got Wes Martin. You got Pierce Barker who will come back. You've got your boy Morgan Moses, everybody's favorite. Anyway, you got Brandon Sheriff coming back, and then you could still probably go out and get Donald Penn or Jason Peters, and Ron Rivera was a little bullish on that in that Kevin Sheehan interview. Said, you know, it's a possibility that the starting left tackle isn't on the roster right now. So we'll see. We'll see. It's all a wait and see game right now. But hey, totally fine, totally cool, right? But it will be. So, like I said, I'm moving back. And then and another thing, this is another thing I want to do before I get that, because I'm airing grievances like I'm on Seinfeld right now. All y'all that said the Redskins should have went out and got Bashaud Breeland, sit your butt down. What did I tell you? This is what you do. This is what happens when you don't do your homework. I'm telling you. That's like when you go somewhere. That's like when you go to these restaurants, these buffets, and it's like, oh, God, look at them ribs. I go to the Golden Corral, look at them ribs. Did you realize those ribs were out there in the racks with the flies? That's what it was. Bashaud Breeland, he looked tender, but he's still a headache. I wish the best for the brother. But, y'all, I told you this. This was not a move that we should have made. And they didn't make it. Hallelujah. Somebody say amen, please. I need one on that. Like I said, I ain't judging the brother, but I'm just saying this is something that I said from the beginning when free agency happened. I said it was a reason why the Redskins didn't cover him on the return, and it's a reason why they didn't go after him, and a reason why they didn't pay him this money. I'm just saying, but I'm not saying, right? Come on now. Just give me one signifier that I was right on that. Besides me. Because I always think I'm right. Even when I'm wrong. Yes, my fiance. Yeah, man. Shh. Yeah. I mean, I wish all the best for him. But like I said, that whole sequence of him at the end of the during the offseason, I think it was in 16 or whenever, his last season with Washington, it was just kind of weird. So I was like, I don't know if you want that headache again. So anyway, thoughts on Moss. Showed out in the title game, but had a lackluster career at LSU. Well, I said I'd get to the draft later, but you know what? I will answer that question now. I like Thad Moss. I think if he's 1/8 of his daddy, I think the Skins are going to be all right. He's got that bad right foot. That's why he didn't go in the combine. So allegedly had a bad foot. Yeah, he wasn't drafted. Wasn't Jared Payton one drafted, and he was terrible anyway. I just hope that he can come in because Redskins need help at the tight end spot, and that's one spot that this offense in Carolina, how it was ran, they ran through Olsen, right? Now the Redskins are going to have to find this and be like, where's our tight end at? Who we got? We got Sprinkle. They call him Sprinkle because he sprinkles the balls with drops all the time. You've got Richard Rodgers, who is nepotism because his daddy's a defensive assistant. You got Logan Thomas, who was so bad at quarterback, they had to move him to tight end. And then who else we got there? Yeah, that's all of them. I guess we can call back Jordan Reed if he can remember the phone number. But I like the move because it was a move that needed to be made. I wish they had went out and got Trotman from Dayton. They had opportunities to draft him, but they let him go to the rags of the riches in New Orleans. And then I think the kid from Washington State too. But it's concerning to me that they didn't make a more of a push for a tight end. But like I always say, what do I say here? We will see. It's all coming together. It's all gelling. Where's it here? Yeah, down south. I don't really care for Breland now. I didn't either. He had a couple of good games. He came back out of shape, possibly earning $1 million contract. Who does that? Dude, yin yang, it's a lot of people who are $1 million contracts that don't deserve it. No speed. Let's see. I was hopeful to trade. Yeah. I was thinking a lot like Mr. Double D was thinking that, they should have went out and got OJ Howard from Tampa. But apparently the Bucs couldn't pay for Trent Williams. Like I said, we got hosed on this deal. We should have just cut our losses, got rid of it. But no, that made too much sense for Brucey boy. Yeah, the kid from Trotman that boy's something else. I think he's going to be special. He's got his dad's hair, but it's slow talking about Thad Moss. Yep. The Purdue guy, Hayden. I don't know about. I didn't see anything about him, but he played some good competition though. Yeah, but I don't know. I think he's got his dad's hands, but big and slow. I think that's just I'm gonna say it wrong. I think that's a Kanawha County thing up there in West Virginia. Been through there a couple of times, so yeah, different brand of folk up there. Trent Williams went from being honored in the stadium to public enemy number one. Trent Williams just did his best LeVar Arrington. He did his best LeVar Arrington. That's pretty much what he did. The fact that LeVar was loved, but then he got hurt, and he fell out of graces with Joe Gibbs' coaching staff. I think that's probably the biggest comparison. Like one of the elites that the Redskins. Hell, I'll take O.J. Simpson right now. Come on, DC. You can't. No, don't do that. Unless you're talking about orange juice by Simpson's Juice Company. I know you ain't talking about that because you'd have to get rid of all the sharp objects and all the black gloves for the Redskins in that case. At least we know he can cut down that competition. I see. That's what I get for not reading it all. What about the corner for the Eagles? Because he got burnt last year. Yeah, Darby. I think Darby, he was hurt too a lot. We did get cooked by Julio. So, that's a project. I mean, they must see something in him. What's up, buddy? They must see something in him to bring him on, as opposed to getting a Logan Ryan or your boy Brashad Breeland, not your boy, but people's boy Brashad Breeland, in the beginning before all this craziness happened in South Carolina. But who knows, man? Like that is it's a head scratcher, but you get good value out of him. You spend $4 million and he's 26. You can get him on one of them for loan for your leases. Like, it's your pay here, pay as you go car, pretty much. Like you go out on the side of the road somewhere on some highway, you get a flood card that's going to work halfway decent for you. That's what it is. He's our flood card that might work a little, that we might get an extra 10,000 miles out of him. What's up, Extreme Monkey? Yimmy, what's up, man? What up, dog? You can come on here if you want to. Let me get that link. Shoot. Crap. I gotta find it first. Share. Invite. Hey, there we go. Boom! I'll get you on here if you want to. Cool beans? Yes, sir. You have a question. Yeah, look at that. I doubled up on there for you, Emmy. Now you got to make me put on my headphones. Darby is PG. Never invite him to a cookout. Everything. Oh, God. I think, DC, I think the biggest thing for that is we would have to, we would just get him to bring the fire extinguisher. That's all it is. But yeah, he'd be extra crispy, and but it's all good. What's your question, Extreme Monkey? I know you said you had a question there. Let's see. I had my list written down, but So anyway, the good news. We got the good news. Finally, we got some good news, right? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of complaining. Always you got to have a complaint sandwich. You got to have something good, and then you got to have something bad, and then you got to have something good. Take your time, yeah. Jonathan Allen, probably currently one of my favorite Redskins. Yes, was opted for the 5th-year player option, which I think is great. He's going to move inside. And he's been pretty much a leader for this team. Anytime this dude says something, he sounds sharp. He sounds smart. I love it, man. I love to hear him talk. He knows that this team has not been good. Hadn't been good in a while. He's not used to losing. He hates losing. Sanchez 405 points out the obvious. But he doesn't. And I like a local guy who doesn't get in trouble, doesn't do nothing stupid, goes out there and plays the ball. Had that little rough go about it his first year, that lens fracture, which cost him his rookie season. But I love to see him. I think did he have career sacks this year? I'm not sure. I had to pull that number up. But so his contract will run through 2021. And then he's probably going to get the big money. Now the Redskins are going to be playing the big game. It's like who gets paid on the defensive line here pretty soon, because then you got Deron Payne, who kind of disappeared last year. So Jonathan Allen, he's recorded 15 sacks in those 3 seasons after being picked 17th. I mean, like I said, I love the dude. I'm glad that he's coming back. I enjoy watching him. He's one of my favorite players on the team right now because the dude he gets it. He gets it. He comes from that school of thought. He comes from Alabama. They're used to winning. They know how to win. So it's been frustrated with him. And he could lash out. He could be crappy about his teammates and everything, but he's not. And I appreciate that about him. Extreme Monkey, I know Chase Young is a good player, but do we really need him? We got Allen and Matt. Why did we not trade down? I got your comment here. you still needed something. You need a pass rusher. I think this is something that this team needed. When Yemi comes on here, he'll give you a little. He will give you a little bit more in depth about it. But you needed to add somebody to that can bring. He's a defensive end, yes, but his potential is astronomical to what he can do in the future. So you had to take that. You had to take that chance on him, and I think that's why we didn't trade down. And I don't even think. And who would you get to match that competition and that match his value? Some people would say Isaiah Simmons. Yemi would say Isaiah Simmons. But yeah, I think. But I got you. Good question, Extreme Monkey. That was a good one. A lot of people were questioning like they should trade back. The Redskins should draft a quarterback We'll get to that stupidness later. Down south, I want to see Reuben Foster behind that D line. May Lord have mercy. Yeah, you haven't heard that much out of Reuben Foster, so I think that's good. I think he's finally starting to get it. I took a lot of heat last year when I was a little nervous about him. I'm not going to apologize for that because that's just how I feel. Yeah, I hope that he comes out healthy. He stays focused. He actually finally gets to be out on the football field. That's what I'm looking forward to. I want to see what this cat can finally do. DC, yeah, you're right, man. You can never have enough pass rushers. Ask the Giants, yep, when they beat Tom Brady twice. Ask them Broncos when they beat Peyton. Ask them Seahawks when they beat Peyton. It's kind of common trend there. So you can have, and I think I'm of the school of thought that if you have a great defensive line, you can make up for the deficiency in your secondary. You can have average to, mildly below average players in your secondary. You don't have that with Kendall Fuller. You might have that with Fabian Monroe and Ronald Darby. Yeah. Oh yeah. OC and was Tucker. Tucker was the end, right? But they had it. And then Michael Strahan was there that year back in 2007. So, the Giants were legit. They were scary, stifling. They made up for an inept quarterback, not an inept quarterback because he won the MVP. I still don't understand how he won the MVP twice. But he made up for those deficiencies with Eli Manning. So that was, that defensive line, that was one thing I did like about it. I hated seeing them, but it is what it is. It's water. He that defense. You can never have enough pass rushers. You can't. Yeah, Pierre Paul and Tuck. Yep. Back in 2011, and then they had OC Umanura on there too. So they were. Then what they had? Didn't they have Chris Cannon on there? Or was he with the Cowboys, and then he came later? I don't. Either way, yeah. Yeah, that was who they had. Corey Webster in that secondary. That's it. That's all. Oh, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm gonna have to remove my hats for this one, and I'm going to honor. Put the man up in there. What's up, bro?
What it do? What it do?
You coming here to set me straight, huh?
No, man. Actually, the guy asked a pretty decent question.
Yeah.
About the Isaiah Simmons. Why did we take Chase Young?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell him to look at it from this angle. Even though I feel like Isaiah Simmons, well, first of all, I wouldn't have traded down either way. If I was going to take a player at 2, I was either going to take Chase Young or I was going to take Isaiah Simmons, because to me, they both are that impactful. You weren't going to get the number 5 pick. You weren't going to get the number 7, and you weren't going to get the number 6. So You don't trade. You take the player that you want at the spot that you're in, or you take the best player available. And both of them, in my eyes, could be the best player available, just depending on how you're looking at your scheme. Now, what he was saying about us having the pass rush is a true statement. I mean, we got Kerrigan, we've got Brian Anderson, we got Nate Orchard. We got a few people that could be in that slot. But what Chase Young gives you, none of them could honestly give you or could projectively give you because of his ceiling and floor being so high. But what it does do is changes how the offense does protection. And so even if Chase Young doesn't pan out this season, just his very presence on the field makes offensive coordinators shift the pressure, shift the protection to his side, whatever side it is, which means it gets them out of their game plan. Now, you'll see this year that a lot of people are going to probably play us in a 12 offense. So they'll probably play 2 tight ends and 1 running back. Yeah. You're going to see a lot of that. But I think him being added to the team will free up Jonathan Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if Jonathan Allen, if we're playing that under front and him and Jonathan Allen are on the same side. Because now what will happen is who do you choose to protect on that side? On your strong side.
You don't the decisions that have to be made, man. Before we go, hey, what's up, Wangati? If you want to come on, let us know. We'll get you that link. And since you talked about Chase Young, I had another guy, Extreme Monkey, asked another question. How good do you think Chase Young is going to be? I think he's going to be one of those guys who has one good season, then fall off just like RG3. I'll take it, and then I'll let you roll in with it. I don't think you're going to have this problem with Chase Young. One, because of his background. And RG3 had a similar background, but I think he's close to home. His dad looks like he's a nonsense dude. You could see that in that video. And I think he comes from a better brand of college football than and a better program with more history at Ohio State. So I think they're already being professional. I got in trouble at a conference because I told my colleague from Ohio State, it's like, we know y'all's athletes getting handouts. I legitimately said it to her. She looked at me straight in my face, looked like she's gonna kill me. But they know how to be professionals at Ohio State already. They don't have to learn this trait. And I just think he's got that God-given ability that he's gonna go out there and roll out. I don't think you're gonna have the RG3 mantra. And you got a coach who has the green light to not put up with it either. So he's not gonna get undercut, hopefully, by Dan Snyder.
I feel like if he doesn't, it's all about support. And I think the last time you and I were on, remember when I told you about Devin Funchess going to play that big game in Detroit?
Oh, yeah.
And then he just stunk up the place.
And
Ron Rivera never gave up on him. So
that's right.
It's a difference when you're screwing up or you don't reach these high points that people think you should reach and you got support. And so I think Chase Young is going to be fine. I don't think he's going to be 15 sack guy in the first year. I don't think all of that. I think he's going to get a few sacks. I'd say over 7. I think he'll get over 7 sacks. He'll be productive. He'll be better. He'll be better than Clowney. Straight up, he'll be better than Clowney. I think there ain't gonna be a lot of sacks to go around. I think who's gonna get the most sacks on that defensive line though is probably gonna be Montez Sweat.
Sweat, yeah.
Just because.
And that's just adding that to that room and just getting it. Like, I think my idea of improvement is you look at the total of sacks you had last year. I don't have that off the top of my head, but if you see a significant percentage an increase in sacks, and it's not just coming from Chase. Chase could have 5, 6, 7 sacks, but if your interior lineman has 7 sacks, like a Deron Payne or Jonathan Allen, I think that's a win-win right there, right? Like, I'm not crazy for thinking that, because you have affected, and that's what you got to think about. And not you, Yimmy, but a lot of people out there need to think about it. That's what generational talent does. It makes everybody around you that much better. That's what it is, and that I agree with you wholeheartedly. How much better do you think Deron Payne will be? I think he because he did fall off last year.
He's gonna eat, but see, the thing is too, it's gonna make it a little bit easier on him because of the fact that you're not gonna be able to double team everybody.
Right.
They tend to double team the men in the middle for the most part because you don't want the pocket to collapse. You want to give the quarterback someplace to step up into. But I honestly feel like it's not going to be like it was last year at all with him anchoring the nose and there's nobody there to help him. I just think he's got one gap responsibility, so he's going to be trying to get skinny and make it through those holes.
Right. Let's see here. Another one. Couple more questions. This one is from Extreme Monkey. He says, I think you and I are both going to agree on this one. Couple more questions. Who do you think is going to get the starting job, Haskins or Kyle Allen? I'll let you go first.
Haskins?
Yeah.
I mean, unless there is no training camp at all, then, yeah. Haskins.
I mean, they've said it without really saying it. That's the thing. I think the media has spun it in the way that him not saying it directly means that he's not the starter. No, he's not. He's going to have to earn it. He's going to get every opportunity to earn it, and it's up to him to take advantage of it. It's called it. He's basically saying it's his personal accountability to go out there and win this job. We're giving you somebody to help you win this job, not to replace you. David Brandt. Oh, this is David Brandt, my buddy. He got mad at me last week. Our running backs have been on the PUP list the last 2 years. I think that's why I like the draft pick of Antonio Gibson. Yeah, I think both of us like that pick. He's got, dude, I still cannot believe. I was watching a clip of him, and they said, you know how you can tell he's on the field? Look at the guy with the tree trunks for legs.
Okay.
And he looked like a big, I mean, legitimately. The dude had hams for thighs. Had Christmas hams for thighs. That's what it looked like. Let's see. The Giants had our middle linebacker, but never got to start. Okay. The line will be present. Problems blocking. One of the defensive lines will be, no doubt, a double team. Thanks, Chase. Dave Brandt thinks that Chase and Sweat will have at least 10 sacks. DC said, do you know the main thing I want to see? Want to see real competition between the players on the team. Yes. Competition. That's what we've talked about. We talked about this on your channel is competition. And Yemi, if you got the link to your channel, can you pop it in the comment section? My social media maven, maybe she can find it and put it in there. But y'all need to go and follow Yemi. Get him them subs, because the man is smart and he knows what he's talking about. Yeah, I mean, we got competition finally. Thank goodness that we finally got competition. People have complained for years about there's no depth on this team. No depth, no depth. And every time the Redskins make a playoff run, it seems like there's always some major injury. I can think back to 2005 when the Redskins were on that playoff run and they lost Randy Thomas, who was probably one of the better offensive guards in the league. He got hurt in that Cowboys game, and it just seemed like they lost a little bit of a step there, because I think what they had to slide Fabini in there on that right guard, and it wasn't the same, and there was a couple of times. I mean, the Jason Campbell thing wasn't really all that important in 2007 because you did have Todd Collins, but it just seems like everything hitches wrong for the Redskins come playoff time. You look at 2012 when RG3 got hurt. It's the same thing.
Playoffs.
Yeah, it's always. So if the Redskins go to the playoffs, there always seems like there's a major. But they say, you know what? We are going to go with this approach about we're going to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. And everybody, like I said, everybody's on notice. Your building might get knocked down. You've got an eviction notice coming. Everybody's got one, besides a few. How good do you think Scary Terry is going to be next season? I think he'll be a 1,000-yard receiver. No doubt about it. He was 900 yards, 919 until he got hurt in my corner of the end zone. Well, no, it was on the opposite corner of the end zone I was sitting at. And I think he would have ate in that Dallas games. Yep. But have you heard about the guy that they got from Germany? The David Bada?
No.
So this is like, and you watched the All or Nothing. I thought it was kind of funny. The day they signed him, I was watching that episode, and I said, "Dang." So Efe Abada, who plays for the Carolina Panthers, was part of this program where he played out there in Europe. So David Bada is this defensive end who played in the German football league, which actually my cousin plays for one of those teams in that league on defense. American? Yeah, he's an American, and David Bada is not. He's from Germany, I believe. And dude, I looked at his tape. Now, granted, this is a completely different product, but he gets after it. He gets after it on the run, in the run game. Like, they could not stop him in the run game. He's like 6'5", 287. I shared a comment on one of my videos with his. They have him on. This tells you how bad the German football league is. They're still doing stuff on Huddle. So they got it on Huddle, and it was he was eating. He was eating, especially that run game. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can do. But, and they actually did a video with him and Ron Rivera telling him that he just got hired.
The Raiders and Bo Jackson, they ran right at this cat and exposed him.
Did they really?
Yep.
And so
I'm trying to do something.
A couple of years later, maybe a year or so later.
Bo knows.
I don't know why you got me looking for stuff. I'm like computer illiterate for real.
Oh God. Hey, Anna, if you're on here. What you say? Not mad. Sanchez not mad. Trying to make a point. I got you, buddy. I got you, Dad. I'm just giving you a hard time, man. I still like the where am I at here? I got lost. So who is going to start besides Scary Terry at in the wide receiver job? Ooh, pick your poison, right? Like, yeah,
who's going to be a hard one? Because I hear we're going to run a lot of 2 tight end sets.
With who?
So they're really high. They're really high on Lucas.
Okay.
Really high on him.
Well, Lucas is the tackle, isn't he?
No, what's the dude's name?
Thomas.
Logan Thomas.
Yeah. Okay.
Logan Thomas. They're really high on him, and then probably I see him and I see Moss. So then on the other side of Terry, because if you get those two running the seams down the middle, it really doesn't matter what you have on the other side of Terry. You can put Sims in there because he can still run those slot routes from the outside. He can do drags and stuff like that. But what I was thinking, I just like Harmon, man. I'm sorry.
You like Harmon?
Yeah, I just like his game. I do. I mean, with somebody that knows what they're doing with the pieces, he might be amazing.
Yeah. No, I think that was he came on. The only thing he couldn't do was get in the end zone, but he came on anytime in anywhere in between there. He was catching the balls, and he catches anything that's thrown in his area. Now you've got somebody who's kind of similar to him in AAG, and a lot of people, AGG, and he's going to have an opportunity to play at that position, play opposite of Scary Terry. And then when you get him out in that 3 wide receiver set, and then you have Sims out there in the slot, they can they'll take that advantage as well. So I think it's really pick your poison right now. It's going to be an opportunity for both of those guys, but I think right now you do have to give it to Harmon because he's the elder statesman. Is there anybody that you hated losing in free agency? This was a 3-13 team. There's not much I hate about changing on a 3-13 team. I don't think there's anybody that we lost via free agency that I really cared that I cared that we lost. Chris Thompson couldn't stay healthy. He hadn't been right since he got hurt in that Saints game a couple years ago. And you had a lot of guys who were just like dead weight and just filling in holes. They really weren't of any added value.
I don't think we lost enough.
No, yeah, that's true. I know you want to give Morgan Moses like an extra 3-year contract, so give him an extra 3-year contract to stay away, right?
That's Morgan Moses is my man, boy. Everybody be hating on poor Moses, boy.
Shoot, man, that boy, he's like the Forrest Gump of offensive lineman. He like, Mama said, don't move.
I'm telling you, if we kick him inside,
kick him the guard.
Kick him inside the guard, he gonna be so amazing.
Shoot.
Everybody sitting up there, man. I'm telling you, that boy is a workhorse,
bro.
And he don't miss no games. He may not. He may jump and he may hold, but we can fix jumping and holding. We can't fix durability.
No, you can't. You're absolutely right. I don't to people, and then Eric Flowers was one guy who I think Eric Flowers was here just so he could move on to another place and make some money. Kind of like what Yemi said about Morgan Moses. You brought that guy inside, and he did really well. Go get Jason Peters. That's another. Somebody asked that. Go get Jason Peters. I'd rather have Donald Penn than get Jason Peters. If that, I might be crazy on that respect, but at least Donald Penn didn't miss a game last season, right?
If you're gonna spend any more money, see, this is the thing that I hate, and I mentioned this before. This is what I hate. Why are we name chasing?
Exactly.
Okay. Does Dwayne Haskins have an issue?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he needs his blind side protected.
Yep.
But we're going to run a lot, and I do mean a lot of 12 formation.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really think it's much to worry about. We just need to get, if we get somebody, they need to be young. Beecham is out there. You know, if we're gonna, oh wait a minute, if we're gonna spend some money, I mean, we act like kids when you give them $1. They just gotta go to the store and spend it. I wouldn't spend that money.
I think you'd appreciate this one. Jason Peters, why not go get Jim Lachey? Go ahead.
I'm serious, damn.
Hey, DC, that was DC Big. That was a good one right there.
Let's go get Chris Samuels.
There you go. Shoot.
Let's go get Chris.
John Jansen, or go get if we need extra guard play, we can go out there and get go get Trey Johnson, and we'll be all right. But no, I mean, you know, and this is the same. You talk about name chasing, but every time that a quarterback has a problem, or they get like Aaron Rodgers, Cam Newton, all these other, they said they link them to Washington.
Yes.
I'm like, and I've sat here and I thought about it. I'm like, are they stupid or are we blind? They're probably stupid.
Basically.
The media was all over Tua. Like Tua paid them sponsorship. Each time you name me, I'm going to pay you $1,000.
I'm gonna tell you the way he treated Tua, he didn't need a girlfriend no more because they sucked him up and down. that Joker, man.
That can't be true. I heard him and Manti Te'o, they're cousins, and they went on a double date with Manti's first girlfriend. There was no trace of them. No trace.
None. None. I thought they saw him at the restaurant eating catfish.
Yeah. Oh God. And Andy Golden as well might even get to start. Yeah, he'll probably start. Compare him to Michael Thomas. Piercebacher or Martin, how did they look? I mean, Martin got more playing opportunity than Piercebacher did. Piercebacher was on the inactive list.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would definitely say that Wes Martin out of there. And he got better. He got better as the season went on in the spot, especially down the stretch when he had to play a little bit more. Let's see here. What would you say after Redskins did trade that? I'm like, I don't really know how I would have been. I would have thought it was the dumbest thing in the world because you weren't going to get added value for whoever you got, whoever you traded for, whatever pick. You were going to get a mid-teen pick, but it don't matter. We didn't trade down for him, so I don't have to worry about raising my blood pressure about that. Gimme doesn't have to worry about returning his stuff back to he does have to return his Isaiah Simmons jersey that he had pre-made back to NFL shop, but that's all right.
I just knew we was gonna get him, man. I'm like Jack Del Rio hadn't done anything we wanted him to do since we hadn't heard anything that Ron Rivera did that we really thought he was gonna do. I was like, boy, people are going to be looking crazy. And with the number 2 pick in the 2020 NFL draft, the Washington Redskins take Isaiah Simmons. Boy, that whole aisle to see people's heads blowing up.
They would have burned down FedEx Field.
Their heads blew off. It would have looked like on that Dave Chappelle episode with the guy.
Power! Oh God, it would have been. Oh my gosh, no,
It would have been over.
Yeah, it would have been. What the young kids say, it'd have been lit. Everybody been lit.
Hey, I was on Redskins fans page when they made the pick, and I just sat there, and he was like, "Come on, Jimmy, I know you happy." I'm like, "No."
You know how petty I am. This is how petty I am. I went back because I was doing a lot of stuff for this while I was doing, but I went back and went to that live stream, and I went to the moment when the Redskins drafted Chase Young, and I wasn't looking at nobody else, but I was looking in that top right-hand corner, and I almost broke down. I almost had to say a prayer for my boy because he was like, "You look like you had lost your best friend." It was like you look like me on my 5th grade prom when the girl said she'd go out with me, but I knew good way in heck she wasn't going with me. So that's exactly what you look like. You look like me when she walked in with the other dude. That's exactly what you look like.
Ooh, I was sick.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I felt like too, man? I felt like that time, that time you finally get the girl that you really want and you get it to the house and then you can't get it up. I've never been through that, but I'm just
hard sale.
That's just like, oh, I can just imagine how demoralizing that is. Or you finally get the girl that you always wanted, you get it to the house and it's no good. You're like, I wish all that time.
Wide right. You will appreciate this one because David Brandt asked, he says he's wanting to see this rookie Khalil Hudson. Yeah. And you kind of equivalated him to a poor man's version of your boy, really. Isaiah Simmons. He can do a little bit. He's smaller and doesn't have the range that Isaiah has. But he can do some. What he played edge, he played safety, played in the slot a little bit. He played linebacker. So he's a.
I'm telling you, man. I see that Joker, man. Because like, if you look at the Michigan film on him, you'll see him a lot of times on the strong side of the line, and he'll be either with his hand in the dirt or he'll be back in as a linebacker, but. That boy right there, man, has some gifts. He doesn't have the bend so much because he's so quick coming off. He's got a first step like a jackrabbit.
Yeah.
And I'm with him. I'm waiting to see. A lot of people are like, "Why did they pick him? Have you watched film?"
No, they have. No, and what was the thing I told you that I love more about him and it had nothing to do with the defensive side. It had nothing to do with defense. What did I tell you? He had 7 block punts.
That's it.
That's a game changer. And I said, you look at the game against the Giants, the Redskins probably wouldn't have even been that close in the Chase Young Bowl if it wasn't for that block punt. So you think about that. A guy did this in a span of 4 years at Michigan. So that's almost 2 block punts a season.
The Viper.
I mean it.
And he got a nickname.
The Viper?
The Viper. I can't wait to see him, man. That linebacker room gonna be so full though. Boy, you gonna get
all them rooms gonna be full. All them rooms gonna be full.
I'm scared I bought me a dang Sean Deion Hamilton jersey.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say nothing about that, but oh man. What if Smith returned? What do you think would be next to him? I don't think he's going to return. Have you seen some of the videos of Alex Smith in the for the documentary they're doing Friday? They took skin from his thigh and put it on his leg. And like that is, also if y'all come through, we're gonna do a live on Friday during the documentary. So come on, watch it with us. Amir will be on here with me, hopefully, and we'll be watching that. So come back Friday. We'll do a live of the documentary with Alex Smith. I don't think he's going to come back anything more than an advisory role. I think they're just really keeping. One thing I will say about Dan Snyder is he is loyal to his players. I mean, you think about situations with like Robert Royal that time Hurricane Katrina hit. He sent the plane down there to go and pick up his family. He took the whole team to Sean Taylor's funeral. Brian Schottenheimer had cancer when he was there, and he helped like get him all set up with his surgeries and stuff. And so Dan's got a good heart in that respect. So I think that's why he's still on this team, is because one, you can't really cut him off the payroll yet, but he is loyal to his players and some of his coaches. Let's see. Who is the Redskins? Sean Dave Brand answered that question. Yes. Sean Davis, which is one of Yimmy's guilty pleasures.
Yes.
There was a lot of precipitation feelings between them.
Shit, I ain't ashamed to say it. Man, shoot.
I'm trying to keep this a family show.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. That joke had me sweating in there, boy. Like, a lot of people sleep on that boy, man. And I'm telling you, he's got range. Now, he ain't going to wrap up. So, but he hits so hard. And he's always around the ball. Now, he ain't going to wrap up every time. But he going to put some wood on him. And I just like the ball like that, man. Yeah. When somebody, you just don't see him in the screen, then all of a sudden, crack.
Yeah.
And then that shot, man. Sean Davis, he plays with reckless abandonment.
Last question, if it's okay, if I start calling you, say, yeah, you can call me wherever you want to, Extreme Monk. Yeah, Sean is good, but dude, I don't think you and I talked about this, and I want to get your take on this. You know about Cameron Curl, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, I said, and I got some people like, oh my gosh, why'd you say this? But you know what one of his dings were in college?
Hitting on women?
Yes! Not tackling them, but taking pictures with them. And like I said, I said this, my fiance didn't even get mad at me when I said this too. So I know I did right. I said, but if you got it, bro, you go and do it. Like, what's the point? They said it was before the game.
Before the game.
And then you got your butt. Then you got your butt beat. But
that wasn't the problem though. Arkansas just sucks.
Yeah. They were about reckless abandonment with Arkansas. But I like the Curl kid. The only worst pick on the whole draft really was the guy out of North Carolina State, Smith Williams. Yeah,
he's the only questionable.
Yeah, but I think other than that, I think I'll look back at this draft, and I hate giving grades to drafts because it's like it's corny, and like when I go into that's like when I go teach a class, I'm not giving kids A's and B's and C's just on what I know the grade point average is. That makes no sense. They got to work their way through the class to get a grade. So I don't believe in I given them a B because it was fine. That's a basis. It's not bad. It's not good. B's get degrees, so do C's.
Yes,
but
indeed.
I don't believe. Talk to me next year and ask me about a grade on the draft.
You got to have at least 2 years.
Yeah.
To see how these people pan out, because everybody was that excited about dang Geis when he came in, and Geis played 5. Geis.
That hoe over there, yeah.
And he played how many games? 5 in the last 2 years. I mean, I mean, you just have to look at the whole draft. When we signed Josh Doctson, and everybody was just doing backflips, man. Just was, and I'm guilty, just as happy as can be. And that joker right there, they couldn't hurry up to get rid of. So
I did. I went back and looked at one of my videos on Josh Doctson. I was like, hey, I like this pick. I'm like, who are you?
Until we see them on the field,
right?
You know, I even feel that same way about Chase Young because, look, college is probably, regardless of where you're at, unless you're in the SEC, college is about at least 65% of the pros. It's that much of a jump. You got about 35% more because you just got better players. And you're seeing better players every game. And so when you deal with people like, when you look at a rookie class and you want to judge them, if you were to judge, look, let's just take, for instance, let's look at the body of work that Peyton Manning put up. Now let's do one worse than that. Let's look at the body of work that Troy Aikman put up. But
I got a question for you on him. And once you're done with this,
but Troy Aikman's first year he was 1-15. In his second year, he was vastly improved. But it wasn't until their third year when they ran and won the Super Bowl. So you know you got to give them time to mature and to get used to the speed of the game. There ain't that many Russell Wilsons out there. There ain't that many Ben Roethlisbergers or Tom Brady's who are going to just walk in and win a Super Bowl their first year. It just don't happen like that, man. So we got to give him some time, and we got to trust the process. I think Ron knows what the hell he's doing. And he always says in those interviews, I remember when I first started coaching and the mistakes I made. You can't get players to play one position because what it'll do, it'll bite you in your butt. You may not know the kids that we've drafted. You may not have watched any film on these kids that we've drafted. But know this, Kyle Shanahan.
Don't say that name on here. I might have to bleep you.
Yeah, Kyle Smith has done a great job drafting talent.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And he ran the draft.
And, you know, and we talk about this all the time with Ron Rivera. And the one thing that you can say about his message is it's consistent. The one thing that I can say, he's boring because he says the same thing. He doesn't change. And like I said, I saw a tweet that was like, oh, I really do miss Jay Gruden because Ron Rivera, he's just boring. I will take boring every day of the week. I will take boring. That's fine by me because we're conditioned, and I think it's just society in general. We're conditioned to like, if it's flashy, but it sucks, it's fine. No, the only thing that's good for is a pacifier and something else I'm not going to say on here. But that's the only thing. Those are the only two things that are shiny and that suck pretty much. Like you cannot, you just can't. We've been conditioned so much and frustrated so much as a franchise and fans of this franchise that, you know, it's okay. We get sad when players from a 13-3 team, a 3-13 team leave. We get sad when, you know, we don't have the hot takes or we're not making the media tour and everything like that. So what? I don't care. I don't care. He's saying the same message. His message is consistent, and that speaks to his background of, you know, coming from a military background. He said that something interesting to Kevin Sheehan. I thought, people don't. This is not going to be an overnight turnaround. This won't be. So if you're thinking that you're going to be 11-5, 12-4 come the end of the season, do not get your hopes up. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this on April 29th of 2020 at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time. Do not get your hopes up, because I'll come back and play this video. You heard me? I will.
No, I hear you.
Because Rome was not built in a day. We need to stop going out and getting these double wides. They trying to build a mansion.
Yes.
They're not going to Clayton Mobile Homes. We're calling a private contractor. You heard me? They don't want that Death Dynasty mess. I just want Dynasty. That's all I want on there. Glitz and glam. You can don't get me started on that one. I'll preach it till I'm blue in the face and people might get mad at me, but I mean that's what I believe. I sit there, I'm going to be patient about it, and I'm be like, well, if we see a better brand of football, it might not result in wins all the time. It might not. But they can get 3 or 4 games. I think that's reasonable. 7-9 is reasonable for them.
Did you hear about the numbers?
Yeah, I saw the numbers. For the rookies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you think about number 24?
Gibson?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what he wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was so hurt. I was like, damn, that right there just said he definitely gonna be a running back. Can we just give him number 14 and use him like they use Montgomery at Green Bay?
Hey, that's all right, nigga. But you can still put him out there. You can still put him out there as a wide receiver and everything.
that we ain't gonna carry 5 running backs. Somebody gonna have to go. I'm telling you, man. I just hope it ain't my boy.
I don't think. Bryce will be fine.
I think it's gonna be I think him gonna get his old number back.
I think he is too.
But
like they said, these hoes ain't loyal.
This is gonna be a heck of a trade.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a heck of a trade. Because we're not gonna cut up and put him on the wire. We're gonna trade him.
Yeah. Like I said, I never forget they said Geis fell because he got in an argument with like the Philadelphia People's front office. And I was like, it's Philly. I'm like, maybe they're just saying this. But now I'm starting to believe that this is what that was the case, that he broke bad and he acted a fool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he you can't expect people to be. You get on your feelings in Twitter because you're doing something foolish. Like his biggest thing was nobody knew that the Redskins were having people working out at the facility like rehabs until he put that stuff out on Instagram, and then TMZ blew it up. It was like, oh, well, the Redskins are doing this and they look foolish. So, the media, the sports media and the media in general want to make the Redskins look like fool. That's not a conspiracy. That is actual truth.
That's a fact.
You look at what Katie Nolan did when she tweeted this weekend at Ron Rivera, say it looks like he was setting up for a Redskins funeral. He had a flag draped over from one of those military bases down in Charlotte that he wanted to put on display, and then Malcolm Blacken, who's the pro personnel guy, painted a picture, and his daughter got on there real quick and defended and said, "You need to shut the hell up, lady."
Okay.
So they're gonna try to make us look foolish, but you know what? I'd look damn good in burgundy, and and call me foolish if you want to. I look damn good, so you know what? And my fiance thinks that too. But
okay.
Well,
yes, 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 Yes.
Yes, snitch. Yes.
Yeah, I had to. We trying to make this family.
Yeah, we trying to make it fair.
Yes.
Hey, when cousin Jimmy come on here, we'll be like, we'll drop it down.
I'm gonna be good. I promise I'm gonna be good, man.
We ain't got Damien up in the chat, so we good. So you ain't got to come after him.
Ooh.
Oh Lord,
man! I honestly think, though, man, I honestly think that our defense, okay, so dang it, I ain't got my whiteboard, but I was gonna show you that playing that under scheme that we're gonna play. If you think that the nose guard is going to be lined up in the A gap on the left side of the center, okay, then then going over to the 3 technique, who's going to be over the guard, then Chase Young will probably be over the tackle or shading the outside shoulder of the tackle. Then who's going to be on the line right there? Now think about this. Now you put Kaliki there, or Kalik. You put I mean, just figure out who you want to put over there on that side.
Right.
Who you gonna block? Who you gonna double team?
You're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be in trouble.
It's gonna be ugly.
What they say? They'll be held. Grandma said they'll be held to pay. There will be. It's gonna be like that. I mean, you've heard it before. They've said capital punishment. This legitimately will be capital punishment. Is this defense right here? It's gonna be capital punishment. So I actually found your channel URL, so I put that in the comments. That's Yimmy's channel, y'all. So go out there and make sure you subscribe to it.
Please do, because I'm only like 18 strong on this day.
We need to get them numbers up, because I imagine like Yimmy's gonna have this big old chalkboard up there, and he's gonna be drawing up plays and breaking it down. He's gonna have his telestrator and everything, and it's gonna be good. I know it will be. Shoot. Yeah, don't get me started. Go ahead.
And don't forget about the ticket giveaway.
Yeah. He's going to do a ticket giveaway. I am going to try to do this because I just want to give back to somebody. I am going to do a drawing. So we are going to work to get to 1,000. And what I'm going to do once I hit 1,000 is I'm going to go out and I'm going to, whoever wins this drawing, and put it on notice, I will buy you a personalized jersey within reason, whatever you want on it, whatever player you want, and I will get it mailed out to you and shipped to you.
On the Redskins. Not nobody else, but if you want your last name and a number on there, if you want Chase Young. And we're gonna be going small now. We ain't getting them $100 jerseys and all that stuff yet. I ain't got big baller money yet. But I ain't Skins fan. I ain't got that money. I ain't got memberships yet. But no, that's what I'm gonna do is once we hit 1,000, so we're gonna get the pathway to 1,000. I'm going to give a jersey out. So we'll draw it from whoever. I gotta go and get one of these randomized drawing things. I'm gonna do that. Yimmy's got the tickets, and he's got good seats, y'all. Like they are good. Like you got them right there in that club level deck, right? Yep.
Like
303, row 6.
Right there in
1 and 2
in the yellow. Yep. So make sure y'all go out there and subscribe to this brother. I mean, you're gonna learn something. You're gonna have a good time. You'll learn a lot about the Skins, defense, Isaiah Simmons, hot dog water. I mean, you got all kinds of stuff that you can learn over there with the Redskins and everything.
This joker said he just wanted Drew Brees jersey.
Just like Drew Brees when he got drafted to the Chargers, he was garbage.
Yeah. Brees was garbage, man. He was bad.
They just drafted Phillip Rivers, and that's like
he was pretty bad. Now that joke is Superman.
Was that team though? That team wasn't good until 2004, and that was the year that he was good. And then he got hurt against the following year.
You remember when we gave away Stan Humphries?
Lord, that was early Was that like 94?
Yeah, man, I was hurt. I'm gonna tell you why. I watched Stan Humphries in high school throw for damn near 500 yards on my high school team.
Oh God!
In a game, I was sick. Ooh, I was sick, and I was in 8th grade then. But my best friend's brother was a quarterback, and I watched Stan Humphries throw for 500 yards, and I was like, that man is so amazing. And then we got him, and then we let him go, and then he goes to the Super Bowl with the Chargers.
That's like, who else did we have? Like, you think about these people that been on the like Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon was on the Redskins, and Mike Martz was actually calling plays. Redskins, like, I mean, it's so amazing to see how many people, and a lot of people don't realize this. Mario Addison was on the Redskins in the preseason and got cut, played at Carolina, and put together a pretty doggone good career.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, that it's the law of averages. You swing and you miss a couple of times, but it is what it is.
Yeah, because we ain't picked a good coach in forever. I'm so glad Joe Gibbs said, look, man, I'm going to help you out.
Yeah. You and me both, bro. I'm like, Lord, thank God Joe Gibbs gave him the blessing. Now he will leave Ron Rivera alone and trust him and let him do his thing. And, they talked about Ron was talking to Sheen again, and he asked, do you think it's time to make Kyle Smith the general manager? He's like, he doesn't have say in that, but I think he basically gave him a green light. And I think he's deserved it. Somebody said something about this, and I thought about Kyle Smith. Did you see, like, Kyle Smith was like Wale became an interviewer for Kyle Smith pretty much and kept on.
I was so pissed off.
I was like, shut up. Let him talk.
Did you see the interview with Jack Del Rio?
Why did he put his
I think I speak for the fans. No, you don't, because the fans are telling you to shut the up.
Yeah, like we're trying to hear what he's saying. Like can you imagine Wale up there, and then you had Fred Smoot already up in there.
Oh, this is country.
Let's say, hey, Coach Ron, Kyle, let me ask you a question, Kyle. I mean, that was my mom's favorite player when he was playing with the Skins. So
I
she
liked
Smoot,
man, when he was playing, but he had his moments
he was on
too.
The boats, though. And Boats and Hoes, the Darius Guy story.
Starring. Man, you can't take a joker from Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, and bring him up to DC and him not get turned out.
You can't take a joker from the South and give him money and put him up there. When they put, he was in Minnesota when that happened. When they put him on Lake Minnetonka, I said, "What kind of mess is this?"
we ruined. Man, I'm telling you, the DC area. I'm gonna tell you what tripped me out, man. And me being from PG County, and when I left PG County, I was 9 years old. When I made my way back when I was stationed at Fort Belvoir, Virginia, right outside of
Oh
DC.
yeah.
Man, the first place my homeboy took me to was to Chapter 3. It was a club back in the day, and we went to a go-go.
I was like,
Then,
you said Chapter 3. I was like, what, bankruptcy?
no, then they took me to Howard's Homecoming.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
You just don't want to let nobody loose in all that chocolate. It
No.
was phenomenal. And DC women, DC women are a whole lot different than women in the Deep South. Because women in the Deep South, they kind of like courting and they want to be chased. Not DC women. DC women like, look, man, you like me, we can get down. What? Ma'am, excuse me. And you let these NFL players loose in that environment.
Oh God, that reminded me of the guy from jail. Said I like you and I want yes, my boy. Look now here, we can do the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours.
But it's gonna get done.
Felice Johnson, that's his name. That was like, wow, there's a lot of men. What's up, Extreme Monkey? Shoot your question, man. Oh God, but no, I mean, yeah, Smoot. He's like, oh, I look back on, I was like, yeah, you know, he was a character. And then you had him and Portis when he came back in 2007. So that was, you know, I'd be honest with you, this might be blasphemy. I'm not the biggest Clinton Portis fan.
That's not blasphemy.
Okay, as long as we're good. I'm not.
I was mad when he told AP, why you take my number? Man, ain't nobody gonna retire your number. And have they retired Darrell Reeves' number? No.
Nope.
So
they got one retired number.
Thank you, and that's 33.
Yep. And the other ones out of circulation. The only ones really should be out of circulation at that point. What? 28, 81. That's really in the recent memory. Anybody else is just like, well, it's fair game. So
I thought
at 49, I'd say 49 now should be.
I think we should have gave Gandy Goldman 81.
Oh.
Somebody told me I was blasphemy. And I was like, look, man, the closest thing you gonna get to Art Monk. Art wasn't that fast. He was good though. He ran good routes.
He kind of has the demeanor of Monk though. Like that, he's got that quietness about him and kind of but put together. That's what I got out of Gandy Goldman.
Yeah.
When do you think Haskins will be in his prime? Only time will tell.
Yeah, I can't.
You can't answer that.
That's one of them ones. I was looking at that question when he put it up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he played 1 year college football for what it's worth. So he said, do you see my comment?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, we saw it.
Oh, I said. Oh, I guess we might have. I don't. I get them on a delay because I'm in the StreamYard. I'm not on the channel.
He said, when do you think Haskins will be in his prime? And that's a hard question to ask.
Yeah, that is.
He's lost weight. He's been working on his mobility and his speed. He's been working out with receivers, even though they were in high school or whatever. He's been throwing. It's just a matter of him getting comfortable with the playbook. And I think that they're going to add things that he's comfortable with. I think he's going to be in shotgun a little bit more, so he can see the whole field. So, because When do you think? I just said.
I don't know. I think that's we see your comment, but it like I said, it's a delay with the system that I'm using. So give us a couple of minutes. There's a little bit of a lag. Kevin May said Billy Kilmer, not his mom. Oh, well, Billy Kilmer, he was a party boy. So, I still think today, if Sonny Jurgensen was healthy and played in that Super Bowl, they would have beat the Dolphins. But
yeah,
that's in the past.
Yeah, that's 1972.
Lord.
I was 1 year old.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I had just turned 1.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you the funniest story ever. So my dad was stationed at Andrews, and my mom was pregnant with me, and for some weird reason they had a football game on the night I was born. And so he had took my mom up to Malcolm Grove earlier that day, and because she said that she wasn't feeling well, so they kept her. And the nurse called, and the football game was on. And the nurse was like, "Mr. Grant, your wife just had a baby." And my daddy told him, said, "Well, he gonna have to wait till the fourth quarter to see me."
That sound that you know what that I will I feel like that's gonna be the same thing when I have a child. Let's see here. Who is your least favorite player on the Redskins? Least favorite?
Colt's gone, so
Colt's
I would say Apke at this moment.
Don't like Apke.
No, I take that back. Trent Quinn.
Trey Quinn?
Oh, yes. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's taking up space.
Trey Quinn, he'll probably be gone after this. After this runs its course. I don't. You know what? I'm going to say it just because I can, and I've been on it already. I've been on the subject too much. I want to see him succeed, but I don't think he's going to because he can't stay healthy. Darius Geis. He's more, he like I said, he does more off the field than he does on the field. Not that he gets in trouble or anything, but just as a player and the aspect of everything, I would say Darius Geis. Please don't at me on that, but I will. I just, I think he squandered a lot of squandered a lot of opportunities, whether he was healthy or not. Even when he was rehabbing, he was still tweeting. And that's one thing you got to know as a professional in any realm. Like there's some things I don't put. Oh my God, I take back. He was hot dog water, ice cold. Oh my God, is he talking about? Who are you talking about? Trey Quinn or Darius
Geis?
Yes. That's what was up in that soap bottle. Was that cold hot dog water?
Yes.
Yeah. With mustard whipped cream. Oh God.
Man.
That's it. That's it. Darius Juice right there with a G.
That one game in Carolina where he ran over number 54.
Yeah. Shaq Thompson.
He just mushed him. That's the one thing they got. I thank them for that because they got Ron Rivera up here faster.
That's right. He thought it was a soggy bun. That's why he did. He mushed him that time. So
stop.
Jason. Shoot, let me see. Jason Campbell, Redskins quarterback, got drafted the same year with Aaron Rodgers. Yep, he sure did. He got drafted one pick after Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm. I like Jason Campbell.
Yeah, he had too many. He had too much offensive changes in the system. Like he had Oh God, they had Billy Musgrave and then Al Saunders for a little bit, and then he switched over. Had Jim Zorn, and Chris Might and Sherm. Hell, he had 3D offensive coordinators in 2009. They brought the bingo caller back. Remember, they brought Sherm Lewis back.
Yep.
I was like, who is this guy? I went back and looked at it. I was like, he hasn't had a top 15 offense. And when he did, he was under like Mike Holmgren and stuff. So it's like, they could have went out and got my granddaddy to call offense for him. He's like, they were probably like, he was like, B19. Like, Sherm, what's B19? Bingo. Bingo. Oh, yeah, Jason, I just put this in. Miss Alice, she won the electric blanket last week up there on Lake Minnetonka. They were on Fred Smoot's Love Boat, and she won it. And she said, I just love Fred Smoot and the Redskins. I need you to make a play. B19. B19. I mean, my gosh, like that was, see, like I said, they always look for a reason to joke and clown on the Redskins. That's just how it is, man. It's always going to be that way. But you know what? You take your hot dogs and you lump them together, and you be all right, though.
You know, I think we're gonna have a good season, though, man.
I do. I think but we had. Oh Lord,
man.
Down south is off the chain, man. Good night and day.
He's like rare steak, boy.
Oh God, Jiminy Christmas. He talk like a goat off a meat wagon. That's really bad. Oh God.
Man, I saw that mess, man. My head got hurt.
Oh Lord, Santana, man. What do you think, about Jason Garrett? I gave him Jason Garrett. I gave him. He doesn't coach the Cowgirls anymore, but he was fired. I named him Jason Garrett. Yeah, well, he does look like Carrot Top, so
he does.
He look like Carrot Top's little sister who back into. How you be that? Like, my thing is, you got an Ivy League education. How you that dumb?
But you also got to think too, Jerry.
That's what it said. I said, why are you that dumb? Why you even going to that? That's what my question was. But I guess, Ivy League schools, they don't teach common sense.
And he played for for Dallas for all those years, backing up Troy Aikman. So, there was a familiarity with the guy, and he just got ran over, man.
Literally.
But I think he went to the Giants, so just in case this new guy gets fired, he'll have another shot at his.
Well, that's another place he played at too. He played at the Giants, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah. You brought back up Troy Aikman. I have thought, and this is probably the most unpopular opinion of probably Cowboy fans. I don't think I got any on here, so that's good. And we're kind of so far into the stream, people won't go back and look at this. I don't think Troy Aikman, even though he won 3 Super Bowls, I don't think he should be in the Hall of Fame. Okay. You look at the numbers. Like,
You got your computer right next to you?
Okay, I'm going to go and let me pull it up.
I want you to pull this one up.
School me.
Pull up Michael Irvin's numbers and compare them to Sterling Sharp.
I bet you they're about the same. And Sterling ain't even in the Hall of Fame. Stop, Yemi. Stop. I'm about to go to bed, and I'm going to be mad about this. Why'd you do this to me? Let's see. Old Sterling. Shannon. Holy crap. He's got one more touchdown on Mike Irvin. Yeah. And he did that in half the time. 8,000 yards. Skip! Skip! They did my baby brother wrong, Skip. They did my older brother wrong, Skip. Oh, no. So what you're telling me is the only person that should be in that little triplet that should be in the Hall of Fame is your frat.
That's it.
That's it. That's the only one. Those two don't deserve. I mean, before some of those people, I mean, he played how many more years? Then he played double the years of Sterling. And Sterling has just as many touchdowns. Granted, that could be at the fault of Brett Favre because he couldn't find nobody, but
look at
I'm
the
kidding.
yards. Look at the yards. There's only like 2,000 yards difference, right?
Yeah. Yep. 11,904. And then where was it? 8134.
So about 3,000 yards difference.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How many years? 6 years compared to 12 years, or 6 to 13?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So he played 11 seasons, 12 seasons. And Sterling played 6 seasons. That's amazing. I never realized that. So what did he get in? Mm-hmm. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He broke his neck.
Right.
And pretty much the same injury almost that Michael Irvin had. But my thing is, and I've been arguing this point for years, that he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Who, Sterling?
Heck yes.
Oh yeah. No, I agree. No, I wasn't like that. Wasn't like really Sterling. No, but I agree with you. I thought what he did in that small body of work, that his last season he had 16 touchdown receptions. 18, excuse me. So in 3 years he had 13, 11, 18 to finish up in 92, 93, and 94.
That's why when I hear people say that Jerry Rice is the best receiver to play football,
mm-hmm.
I'm like,
look at Sterling Sharp. You can make an argument that's the most talented family in football. Really, you could make that argument. The Sharp, Shannon. I think in my time watching football, Shannon's probably the best tight end that I've seen.
Yep. And he was undersized.
Yeah. Little Savannah State product.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe this is what proves you something. If you play for Jerry Jones and you snort cocaine or to put cocaine in the end zone, that's probably why Michael Irvin was so fast. He's like, Jerry's got that line for me in the end zone. So
I don't think he
ran a
4.6. I think he was
Irvin?
like a 4. Yeah.
Probably not. I wouldn't. Those Redskins things who thought Dan Snyder was our savior, they were damn wrong. Ever since he took a step in the front office, this franchise not been the same playoff. You're right. You're absolutely right. That's true. Preach. Brett was always laying on his back from the sacks. Nah, he was too busy. He was too busy with them. He's too busy messing with Jen Sturgeon and sending them Levi picks and everything. I think that's an interesting conversation, though, for Michael Irvin and Sterling Sharp comparison.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is.
The benefit of knowing this is that Sterling Sharp changed the wide receiver position.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't realize it. If you look back at Sterling Sharp when he first came in the league, David Boston wanted to be Sterling Sharp.
God, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. All that potential.
He was my favorite wide receiver, man. And
Sterling was.
Yeah, it still is to this day. And I hate to say that. And then Art Monk comes right after him. But because I love Art Monk. I just love the dude that he is and everything that he embodies. But my favorite Redskin of all time is Mr. Coleman.
Oh, Monty Coleman.
You dang
really?
right. Number
Really?
51. My favorite.
See, why didn't you just get Coleman instead of Deion Hamilton on the back of that jersey?
Well, I'm gonna tell you why I did that. I'm gonna tell you why I did that. It was a matter of finances. Yeah, and I didn't have the $30 extra.
I got you. I got you. Now you're gonna make me feel like a jerk.
but I think Sean Deion Hamilton could actually, if they let this boy play, I think he's that kind of worker.
He can be that dude.
He's got that kind of. That's why Brett Favre is in the Hall of Fame, the most sacks ever, the most interceptions.
That's true. That's all he threw, interceptions.
If he could have, just think if Sterling Sharp would have went to the Bills.
We might be talking about the Super Bowls.
Think if he would have went. Think if he would have went. Shoot, think if he would have came to us
right
during that time.
Oh yeah.
Think if he would have went to Miami.
I mean, but we like in the 90s, we had elite talent like Desmond Howard, so we didn't really have to worry about that.
I can't believe we drafted Desmond Howard to run that kick return.
Oh my gosh. That was I still couldn't believe that when I found that out. When you go back and look at stuff you didn't really see when you were young. They really drafted Dan Howard, who then went on to become a Super Bowl MVP with Green Bay. So I don't know.
Did you see that comment?
That's it. Oh god, why did we fire Jay Gruden in the middle of the season? Why did we just keep him, then fire him at the end of the season? I don't think it was Gruden's fault. Y'all of this Dan Snyder didn't. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. Jay Gruden wanted to get out. Jay Gruden is a quitter. He wanted to get out. He didn't want to win. You could tell that. And in the last season, he did not want to win. He was so tired of this crap. He quit. And he was part of the mess. He was part of facilitating that culture. And he even conned himself into getting a 2-year extension, which today I still don't know how he got that. Jay Gruden was probably one of the most frustrated. I could have done 4 years. I could have done another year of Jim Zorn before I did another half a season with Jay Gruden. Because Jay Gruden thought he was smarter than everybody. Jim Zorn was an idiot and didn't think he was the smartest dude in the room. Jay Gruden thought that. Dan Snyder tried to fire him in 2014. If you don't, there were reports that came out that said he talked to Jay's agent and said, "Your client is stealing money from me." And to be honest with you, I'm not a fan of the whole, the RG3 thing. I'm RG3 kind of wore on me after 2013. But Jay Gruden set himself up for failure from the beginning because he lied on his very first campaign promise, which is, I'm going to help Robert Griffin III reach the next level. He said it. They said that was the one. That was the first question. How are you going to get him to do it? He gave up on him after he got hurt in that game against Jacksonville. He did not care. But what I'm saying is, it wasn't his fault. Yeah, he had a little bit. I see where you're coming from, but he had a little bit to do with it. And this is where I'm getting at. That was his fault. He lied from the jump. I don't care what anybody says about that. He lied. He lied on his resume. On that, he lied on his campaign promise, and he should be. I mean, it finally caught up with him. What did they say about karma? Karma's a mother, and it came after him. But he landed on his feet in Jacksonville. He'll be out of a job next year because Doug Marone's going to get fired.
Yes, indeed.
Or maybe Jay might become the interim head coach. Who knows?
I honestly think that Metcalf should get that job.
Who's that?
Metcalf. Did I say Metcalf?
Yeah, you said Metcalf.
I meant to say the offensive coordinator at the Chiefs.
Oh, God. What's his name? Bieniemy.
Yeah, that's it.
That's who you're talking about. Yeah. Jay was okay, just not head coaching material. Let's be honest. We've been dysfunctional way before Jay come on. I agree with that. I agree. But like I said, he lied on that. I will beat that into the ground. And I supported Jay Gruden. You can go back and look at it. I preach patience with this dude. I blamed injuries on his failed successes. So, but yeah, you lied on the campaign. You did not put the effort forward. I know it was a struggle. We did get, we got some decent years out of Kirk Cousins when he didn't really have a running back. They still were like top 3 in offense, but he should never have been the play caller. He should have. The only years that the Redskins were really good, ineffective, were the years that Sean McVay was calling the plays exclusively, and he never trusted anybody after 17. And you could see like the game, like time management, there were false starts and stupid penalties that started happening because he could not give up that power. And you can tell he was scared that somebody would overtake him. And what people said, like, and I hate when people do this. Like, people say, well, the Redskins had like these great offensive minds, and they could have kept in the organization. Kyle Shanahan was not going to stay because he fired his dad. Like, so get that over. You can scratch that off. Matt LaFleur, it was a loyalist to the Shanahans. Scratch it away. Sean McVay, the only reason why he stayed was because he worked with Jay Gruden. I don't like. That's what folks don't get.
That's what folks don't want to get, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They don't want to hear. I mean, it's the truth. Am I wrong for saying that? Like, I mean, it's trends. You see, it's right before your eyes. How do you feel about the Eagles taking another quarterback? I said this before. I'll say it again. They put Carson Wentz on notice.
Yeah.
They put him on notice. You don't draft a quarterback that high and thinks he's not going to come in there and compete. So there's questions about his durability or his ability to win big. People sitting here, he got paid.
Okay.
And he's the second best quarterback in the NFC East and gets paid like the best. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention his name on here, but he might play. His first name might be Dakota.
Thank you.
I'll call him Dakota P. He's the best quarterback in the NFC East.
And I seen him in high school too. As a matter of fact, his brother Jace, who just passed away, I used to because I'm from Shreveport Bossier is my home. So,
right.
Where I was virtually raised. I actually saw him. They played against my high school. So
yeah.
Dak is talented, man. And I don't care what none of our fans say.
Oh yeah.
That has the ability to win big.
Yeah. Speaking of RG3, what do you think about my opinion? I think what? Let me see here. Opinion. I think Lamar is going to get hurt one day, and RG3 comes in and goes off. I don't think RG3 is going to go off. He might go off in his mind. Yes, David. See, this is what I appreciate about David Brandt. He always comes in and tries to refocus. So I appreciate that. Yes, we did move on. So I don't know why I get mad about that. But, it's like an ex in your life. You always get mad when you think about them. And you're like, why was I so stupid? Why did I let this go on for so long? Whatever happened to R. Kelly, a.k.a. Fat Rob? I actually called him Chocolate Factory. But Robert Kelly, did they make a documentary on him, Surviving R. Kelly? Wrong one.
Yes.
Yeah, he either way, both of them pissed away a lot of opportunities in life. So but yeah, he went to I think he went down there in New Orleans because he actually played at Tulane, right? And then he was with the Saints for like a preseason or something, but I think he's just disappeared. He got trapped. Somebody shoved him in the closet.
Boy, you were in rare form today. You were in rare form.
Shoot, man, I was like, when he was playing, I'd be like, bounce, 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 bounce. I loved it. Shoot, you can't keep a lunatic cage for too long. Sometimes we got to go unleash. But
okay.
Yeah. Shoot, what else was it? Yeah, I think we didn't. Doug, keep on digging, right? So I guess I'll wind up. I'll wrap this up because we hit that 2-hour mark. Best pick of the draft for the Skins.
I would have to say Sadiq Charles.
Okay, Sadiq. And now, when you say that, is that because of what the position he'll cover up, or is it just the added value of him?
I think it's more of an added value, and I think if he plays to his potential, then it'll ease the blow. It'll ease that pain.
We gotta break. We gotta drop that pain, man. We gotta drop it. But in my favorite one out of the whole draft, and I didn't say this to you, I'll say it again. I absolutely love. I like when you have something that you can use. You can buy one thing and you can have multiple purposes for it. That's why I like basketball arenas, because you can play hockey in there too. But I love Antonio Gibson. Chase Young is hip. I got you. Chase Young is hip. I will give y'all that. But like for me, I think it was obvious Chase Young was going to get drafted. So like that's good. But I think the best pick, you got faster, because if you watch the Redskins, the one thing that the Redskins looked like on offense for many years, especially after Santana Moss left, or when he was in his decline, is they weren't. Hey, who's that guy? That guy sounds familiar. They weren't fast. They were not fast at all, and I think he gives that dimension, and you can play. Man, turn that cat off. He is annoying. Is that what y'all listen to? This was some of y'all listen to the whole time. But hey, just give me a thumbs up when you mute it. Okay, did you get it? So we do live television or live YouTube vision. But no, I love Love that pick. I love Chase Young, but we need. I think that's something we needed. There we go. We got it. We got it. And the hot dog man strikes again.
Well, I'm sorry.
Shoot. Yeah, Deshaun Jackson. Yeah, you're right. Keep me honest on that one. Like we got one player that was fast in those opportunities. But now you got Scary Terry now. You've got Antonio Gibson. You got fast. You got multiple people. Like Randall never lived up to his speed capabilities in Washington. All he would do, he always looked like a horse. You ever see him when he returned punts and he would look like he was galloping?
Mm-hmm.
He hold that ball. That would be Antoine Randall. So I like that pick. I don't think the Redskins made a bad pick per tell. Just on the addition, like I said, they got their eviction notices. They did not draft them. They got their eviction notices, and we're gonna see what happens, man. We really are. But come by Friday night about 7:15. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna watch the Alex Smith documentary. So we'll do like a little watch party with that. Y'all want to come on and talk. Don't forget, if y'all follow Skins fans, Friday is his birthday, and yesterday was Dub's birthday. So happy birthday to those cats. But we are looking forward to hopefully playing football. I know they have some. They're going to do a reduced schedule, so y'all better get y'all's money back on them season tickets. That's all I'm saying.
You think they're going to do a reduced schedule?
I think they probably will. I think that's what's going to come to. You know how soft the NFL is. They're going to be like, oh, well, we've got to do this, we've got to do that. So they, if they get back in August, hopefully all this crap is cleared up by then. Don't really know. But we'll see. And like I said, it's the most that's why I don't even watch the news on it anymore. It's the most inconsistent thing. It changes day by day. But anyway, make sure you wash your hands, folks. Do something nice for somebody. That's always good. That too, please do. And if you do that, make sure you wash your hands again. Just because you don't want any Hershey stains.
No leftovers.
Yeah, no leftovers there. But yeah, come by, see us on Friday night. We're gonna have a good time. Yemi, as always, sir, I appreciate you coming on here, spitting your knowledge. Make sure you subscribe to this dude. Let me see. Did I copy and paste it? I think I might still got it in here. You are?
Do I do it, dude? In here, I think.
Yeah, I do. I still got the link. There's the link again. Make sure you get it. Make sure you share us out, subscribe to us, and remember, jersey giveaway when we hit 1,000. I've got it banked away. I got it. I just got to go call Digit, and Digit's gonna give me that money so I can go and get that jersey for you. We love y'all here, huh?
Look, last question.
Last question. No, I haven't got the last question yet. Hold on. I'll get it here in a second. Do you think the NFL will start on time? Nah, fam. I really don't think so. I think that will be but that will be I think there will be a season because it's the NFL and nobody stops that machine. Or no thing stops that machine. But yeah, we'll see though. But we appreciate y'all. Like we always say here, make sure you like, subscribe, share it out. And we'll be talking to you real soon. Love, peace, and hail. And we are out.
Peace.
Now give me a second level. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having me.